Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome into today's video. Hope you guys are doing great out there. As always, I have a lot going on this coming week, okay? And a lot to pay attention to in the market. I want to show you guys some stocks that are essentially going to move huge this week. And I want to talk to you guys about this a bit, kind of prepare you for what's about to happen here, my view on this, what I'm doing out there, and things like that. And my personal net worth will move 6 figures, if not 7 figures plus this week, okay? This is a huge week for me. Maybe not the biggest week, but definitely a huge week for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, all I ask in return is that you smash that like button. That's literally it. And by the way, the Hungry Bowl. So Hungry Bowl app, this is where you can track stocks, read our daily newsletter, as well as listen to conference calls right inside the app, do little bits of research, stuff like that. We're still in beta test mode right now, but we should honestly be out of beta test within the next 1 to 2 weeks. And then we're just going to focus on getting the app better and better and better. And so essentially, if you want to be among the first that uses this, go ahead and check it out. It's on iOS and Android. And if you enjoy it, leave us a review. I would appreciate it in a huge way, guys. It means a lot, okay? Also, if you want to know 3 secrets how I use to crush the market plus a mindset video, check out the pinned comment down there. Alrighty, guys. So right off the bat here, this is happening Tuesday morning, all right? By the way, listen to that audio. Oh, does that sound good or what? Okay. Corsair Gaming, CRSR, Tuesday morning. They're reporting earnings. This is a stock I've put several $100,000 in over the past few months, okay? And this is a stock in which it has been getting beat up, and it hasn't really been doing much. It seems like it is permanently stuck in the $28 to $32 range, right? And it seems like every day you wake up, you look at Corsair, is anywhere between $28 and $32. It seems like it can't move. There's a whole Eagle Fund situation, right? And folks are looking at this stock, and it's looking like a snack and a half, right? I mean, 18 PE, forward P of like 15. It's unbelievable. And they're going to be reporting earnings, and the stock will likely be volatile, okay? And so let's kind of look at some of the numbers that are expected here. By the way, of Corsair Gaming, if you've never heard of it, huge in the gaming space, was selling different equipment that gamers use. Also, they own Elgato, which is massive in the streaming space. They just launched a camera product about a week or two ago. So that won't hit these numbers here. That might hit the next quarter a little bit. But analysts on average, there's 9 analysts that cover Corsair Gaming, okay? Analysts on average, there's 9 of them. They're expecting $467 million of revenue. Now, what's really intriguing about this is look at the difference here, guys, okay? The highest estimate for Corsair Gaming is for them to do 532 mil, okay? The lowest estimate is 406. We're talking about, $125 million difference or so in terms of what is expected for revenue. When you see stuff like that, just keep in mind that the stock is likely going to be very volatile. Now, if I was personally placing a bet on if this stock is going to go up or down after they report earnings, and let me be very clear, I am not placing a bet if they're going to go up or down after earnings, right? I'm investing in this for many years, right? I'm investing in this to hold the stock for years and years to go in the future as the company prospers. But if I had to place money, you told me, Jeremy, you got to put $10,000 on either call options or put options on the stock, I would buy calls. The reason being is essentially this stock has been very beaten down. So I think they're setting up for a potential upside surprise and just a nice move up. However, I could be wrong. And like I said, this is why I don't try to predict stocks in the short term, because I could be completely wrong on that. Stock prices, in the short term, they make no sense, right? If stock prices made sense, Corsair would be trading at $50 to $60 a share here today, because that's the type of PE it deserves, being in the type of industry it is in, along with the fact that they have massive growth that they've proven they can, hit on essentially, right? And so I look at this company and I think they're setting up for potentially a move upward. However, I'm not really necessarily placing a bet like that. If the stock goes down, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a whole bunch more shares of Corsair. It's exactly what I would do. If this stock is down and somehow it hits a 27 number, something like that, 28, I will buy more shares flat out. And also, we're only a few weeks away, well, we're still about 6 weeks away roughly, from 2024 call options. This is one of my stocks I'm looking the most forward to potentially buying 2024 calls. So I'm actually, although I think the stock, there's a higher probability it will go up, on these earnings. At the same time, I am personally rooting for the stock to go down on these earnings. One, I would get to buy the shares for cheaper rate. Two, there's a higher probability the stock would still be low when the September 2024 call options come out, okay? And those won't expire until January of 2024. And I'm looking to load the boat on those. And the lower the stock is, the better it is for me as somebody that's a buyer of those, right? So keep that in mind. Also going to be important to hear whatever the company has to say around guidance. Look at this. I mean, there's very, very low expectations here, right? 4.7% revenue growth expected for the company, right? So expectations extremely low for the company. And this is another thing that sets up for a potential upside surprise. And when you're talking about a stock that's been beaten down, right? You know, you're setting up right. It's opposite of what happened with big tech. Big tech, we had a situation, right, where, everybody was expecting huge numbers, and then companies still came out and beat. And what happened with almost every single big tech company last week? They all went down. It was a different situation. Corsair Gaming, on the flip side, the stock has already been beaten down. Doesn't mean it can't get beaten down more. It just means like there's a higher probability, especially with the way this company executes, that they're going to have upside surprises, either in the last quarter numbers or this future quarter, and the stock shoots up, 5, 10, maybe even 15% the next day, okay? So yeah, overall, Corsair Gaming, big earnings, and that will move my net worth. Because like I said, I've put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock over the past few months as a long-term play, and I plan to put more money in this stock. Corsair Gaming, okay? Alibaba is also reporting Tuesday morning. Now, Alibaba's extremely intriguing, okay? So first off, Chinese company. Chinese stocks are just in a bad place, right? There's so much. They've been in a bad place for like 3 years now, right? They're in an extremely bad place. However, like if you told me I had to buy a China stock today, or tomorrow or whatever, right? I would buy Alibaba, no doubt, okay? Like I said, I'm not really interested in any of these Chinese stocks, but I'm watching this one closely because at the end of the day, I mean, if it keeps going down, this is another stock I could potentially think about 2024 calls on. And like, maybe things kind of get fixed with the ugliness between, China and the US and all the drama there's been over the past few years. And this company trades at a 20 forward P. I mean, this company, I don't know when Alibaba stops growing, but it's almost impossible for me to see them not growing at any point in this decade. And when you're talking about a high growth company like Alibaba, that's huge, not only in China, but they're growing their presence around the world. At a 20 forward P, it's rather ridiculous, right? And so I'm going to be watching Alibaba heavy. If the stock goes down and it continues to kind of be under 200, I might say, what the heck, and throw 10 or 20K and some 2024 call options for Alibaba when those come out here in about 6 weeks from now, okay? So I will definitely be paying attention to Alibaba. As far as other Chinese stocks, nothing interests me. If I'm going to play anything China, I want to play the big dog, and that's Alibaba, okay? Activision Blizzard, ATVI. This is an important one. You guys probably know them from the Call of Duty game and a ton of other insanely popular games, essentially, okay? They're reporting earnings Tuesday afternoon after the bell. 23 forward P, which is not super high for Activision Blizzard, especially considering the franchises they own. The one negative thing Activision Blizzard has going in the short term is we're coming off a year when everybody was gaming extra, right? And maybe they don't sell as many games. That's like the argument, right? Maybe they don't sell as many games this year. Maybe, they also own King Digital, which owns a Candy Crush game, Candy Crush Soda Saga, Farm Heroes, some of those games. So maybe there's not as many people playing those because maybe there's just not enough time to do that. So I don't know. We'll see in the numbers. But this matters, even though I don't personally own Activision stock right now. I owned it in the past and it did well for me. I don't own it at the moment, but it's going to probably move Corsair Gaming the next day, okay? So Corsair Gaming, they're reporting Tuesday morning before the bell. So Corsair Gaming on Tuesday will move based upon whatever Corsair's numbers are. But Tuesday afternoon, this will end up affecting Corsair likely on Wednesday, especially if there's any really, really good news or really, really bad news that Activision Blizzard has to report there. And like I said, this stock will likely move Corsair Gaming because at the end of the day, if Activision Blizzard say, man, it's a tough gaming environment, probably not the best news for Corsair Gaming. However, if Activision Blizzard is pretty optimistic, their numbers are solid, it's likely it could potentially be a back-to-back boom day for Corsair. We shall see, okay? That's Activision Blizzard there. CVS Health, this matters a lot. They're reporting Wednesday morning. I have 7 figures in a company named Walgreens, WBA, right? Which is a competitor to CVS. Now, you might think, well, as a competitor to CVS, I must root against CVS. Absolutely not. I am 100% rooting for CVS. I'm rooting for CVS to beat numbers. I'm rooting for CVS to provide great guidance. And I'm rooting for CVS to just succeed in general, okay? Because at the end of the day, if this stock, let's say, makes a 6%, 7% upward move on Wednesday during the trading day, it's going to pull Walgreens right alongside it. Maybe not as much, but it will pull Walgreens. And so, any guidance they have around, the Rona shots, how that's going, are they seeing any upticks there, and just how their business is doing overall, I'm rooting for CVS. Because like I said, if CVS moves, Walgreens is likely going to move as well. And that's up or down. So as far as CVS, I expect good numbers from CVS. I do. How Wall Street takes it, we shall see. CVS is a much larger market cap than Walgreens. Walgreens like $40-something billion market cap. This is over double the Walgreens Boots Alliance market cap here. Something to keep in mind there. But it also trades an insanely low forward P, just like Walgreens at 10. Walgreens trades at probably about a 9 or so. Let me check Walgreens real quick. So just checking out Walgreens numbers real quick here. Forward P of 9.4 on Walgreens. And keep in mind, they've been upside surprising, so don't be surprised if those numbers end up being low. And Walgreens trades at a $40 billion market cap there, okay? And I don't know if they're really going to shrink this year. I think they're going to actually be up in revenue or right around break even. Obviously, there's a sale of the Alliance brand, which is going to produce over $6 billion of cash to their balance sheet, which is phenomenal. But yeah, Wednesday morning, going to be very, very important because that will move Walgreens stock. Winning Resorts, another stock. I have several $100,000 in Wynn stock, okay? And it's been doing me pretty darn well. Let's put it that way. Not recently, but overall, if you look at my cost basis versus where the shares are at today, doing very well. Anytime the stock is under $100, what do I say? I mean, it's usually a buy. That's just bottom line. Like under 100, Wynn, if you're a long-term holder, almost always going to make money unless permanently, Macau shut down and permanently Vegas shut down or something like that. But anyways, Wynn reporting Wednesday afternoon. I'm expecting a really good call. I'm expecting really good numbers. I'm expecting possibility of beats on earnings and revenue. I'm expecting really good guidance that beats probably analyst expectations. I'm expecting an upbeat call for Wynn. Flat out, I'm expecting just good news overall. Obviously, there's still the bad news of Rona. And Rona ramping back up again, the numbers skyrocketing around the United States, but even around the world. And maybe that could damper short-term travel for the next 6 months as we go into the fall and the winter. But at the end of the day, Macau's been, virtually shut down. I mean, they've opened up a bit, but it's still not open the way Macau should be open, okay? And so there's so much upside potential in Wynn Resorts. It's ridiculous, okay? And so these earnings are going to be very, very important, and I'm keeping an extremely close eye on whatever happens with this stock, because this is maybe other than Corsair, this is probably the stock I'm most interested in 2024 call options in. This and Corsair are my two favorite stocks for potential call options for 2024. So my hope is the stock goes down. If the stock goes up, I make a bunch of money because I own a ton of shares in this stock, several $100,000. If the stock goes down, I'm going to buy either more shares straight up, or actually what I'm really interested in is those call options. So Wednesday afternoon, Winning Resorts, big, okay? Yeah, that one. ATVI. Etsy's reporting Wednesday afternoon. Now, Etsy's actually really intriguing to me, okay? I gotta say, when it comes to Etsy, this is not a stock I have a position in right now, but it's been falling and falling and falling. Now, it fell another 7.7% on Friday. Some folks feel like that might have been because Pinterest fell 18%, and maybe that moved Etsy down. I don't know, okay? All I know is Etsy had a horrible day. I mean, 777, that would be good if you were playing a slot, but it's not really good if you're in the stock market and you're down 7.7%. But this stock's been faltering. I'm really intrigued in this company. They've benefited, no doubt, from Rona. But at the end of the day, I like this company for the long term. And if this stock falls a bunch on earnings, this is a stock I could potentially buy straight up. It's not really a type of stock I'm interested in call options in. This is a type of stock I'm interested in potentially buying just straight up shares, okay? So, yeah, I'll be absolutely paying attention Wednesday afternoon. So, between Tuesday and Wednesday, my net worth is going to be up or down a lot. Let's just put it that way, guys. And you know where I stand, and as far as my moves, I am going to be making out there. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't get to smash that like button already, I appreciate you guys in a massive way. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want to know three stocks, I'm so used to saying 3 stocks I'm buying, 3 secrets I use to crush the stock market plus a mindset video, go ahead and check out pinned comment down there. Enjoy Hungry Bull, guys. Much love as always, and have a great day.